Pho versus pad thai.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Pho. You're going to have to go pad thai.
Are you a pad thai man or pad see you man?
Pad see you, man, but I'll do like either or.
But I did watch a lot of kids.
I was gonna...
Welcome back to Critical Banter, the podcast that brings a Friday drinks chat to you. This week's episode, we are doing Winner Stays On. We've got some categories and we're going to see which is the best in each category. But before that, to wrap the week, we got me and Miguel, we have Senny.
Yo.
And we've got my dog next to me. We don't have Ro.
Same species, but
adequate replacement. Ro said what? His tire has popped.
Yeah, how crazy is that? He the thing he complained about, I want to say 2 weeks ago, about not knowing how to change a tire. And I'm pretty sure he also drove over a nail a couple of weeks ago, which is what led to that complaint. And he's somehow done it again.
What a coincidence, some might say.
Yeah, we got to take his word for it.
Maybe 8 a.m. on a Monday's too early for the
man. Before we begin, I just wanted to shout out my mates, Josh and Glade. I said I would wear this on the pod.
What does that say? Mount Touchmore. Is that the... Did you lose something, Sen?
Well, they got it for my birthday, so I said, you know what, to honor the lads, I'll wear it.
I'll describe it. It's got obviously, I hope everyone out there knows Mount Rushmore. Obviously, for stone heads of some iconic men. Now, Senny's got a Mount Touchmore. 4 iconic men in the touching genre.
Infamous men, I'll say. So from left to right, it's R. Kelly, P. Diddy, Jeffrey Epstein, and then Bill Cosby turned it off.
This is an outrageous t-shirt, I must say.
Is this going to be allowed on YouTube?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you want footage of you with this shirt, Sandy.
That is true. I will put my jacket back on. Also, by the way, imagine if we had some new listeners who found us from our Easter show video and this is the first thing they hear or see. What a way to introduce ourselves.
A podcast with a dog and a bloke in a Mount Touchmore shirt. This is a custom job or it's a readily available design?
It's from that, there's an Instagram page that I'm going to try and find, or there's a website. Basically, it's called like Unwearable T-shirts.
Oh, I have seen this.
Unwearable shirts.
They make gnarly edits of like real things.
Yeah. So there's a Mount Touchmore. There's registered flex offender. There's be respectful to daddy. There's a I love seaman shirt, and it's just pictures of Navy people.
Cool.
There's a Mao Zedong, but it's LeBron James.
That's the one I think I've seen.
And there's a few others which I probably can't even read out on.
All right.
There's a Sid on my face, and it's Sid from Ice Age. Hemorrhoid Conqueror. So you get the idea. It's just funny designs and borderline inappropriate designs on t-shirts that it's a gag t-shirts essentially.
You gonna wear this again, or is it gonna sit at the bottom of the house shirt?
This is my house. This is now going to be converting to a house shirt from now on. So this is the only time I'll ever be wearing this outside.
Imagine that you sleep in it, you wake up, you got to head straight to a meeting, work from home. You forget the shirt you have on.
No, I had to do that once a couple of weeks ago where. At like literally a minute before a meeting start, I get a message saying, "Can you join this meeting?" And I'm pretty sure I was wearing my communist t-shirt that I got all of us from Vietnam. So I had to literally quickly run and put on like a button shirt to join this meeting. I was also mid Golden Gay time. Like it was a Friday afternoon. I was having a great old time.
Yeah, in a gay time by yourself.
Having a gay time by myself, and then suddenly had to go into a client meeting. But yeah, we're recording this on Easter Monday morning. And I was this for a tweet from Donald Trump. Like, this is wild. I'm sure people have seen it by now. So it's what comes out on Wednesday. So people would have definitely seen it by now. But to wake up to a headline that says Trump in expletive-laden rant on Truth Social, where he tells the Iranians to open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you will be living in hell. Just watch. And then says, praise be to Allah.
That's the craziest part.
He tweeted this or Truth Social this on Easter Sunday of all days.
And
that was his only post, I'm pretty sure. Like, he didn't say anything happy Easter to all Americans, blah, blah, blah. No, it was Open the fucking straight. And then praise be to Allah. What the fuck?
This man is unhinged. And this affects me personally because I invested in the US market last week. So what's now going to happen to my investment?
It'll drop on Monday, and then it should. Look, you're a long-term investor. You're not a day trader. You're not in and out of positions on a daily or minutely basis. So take a long-term horizon, 5-7 year investment horizon, and you'll be fine.
I'll be sweet. I'm trying to buy the dip as a
mate.
Try to.
Whenever I hear retail investors trying to buy the dip with your couple $1,000s. Fair enough if you're an institution with like a couple million or billions.
Who says I'm not? Who says I'm not using institutional critical banter money right now?
Mate, I've seen how much we have in the coffers. There's not much. There is not much whatsoever. But like, dude, like if I close my eyes and you read that to me and you told me like, I don't know, a dictator from developing a country said that, I'd be like, oh yeah, I can believe that. But for literally the president of the US to come out and say that.
And then more than half the country's like, play on.
Yeah,
this is good for us.
Actually wild, man. Isn't it wild that also wars are now done over Twitter? It's like rap beef from like 2010, but it's now geopolitics.
It's moving quicker, mate. What do you want back then? Letters by pigeon. They're gonna send open the strait via pigeon.
I want my negotiations. Call me old fashioned, but I want my negotiations to be done behind closed doors with professional negotiators, not a 79-year-old man or however old he is, just sending out deranged tweets at 9 a.m. or whatever.
He doesn't want the negotiator or traditional media to confuse his message. If it went through
fair enough if he had a coherent message.
But that's the point. He wants everyone to know to open the fucking straight. Praise be to Allah. He wants everyone to know.
Praise be to Allah is actually the funniest. A man who openly like talks shit about Islam and Muslims, and then he himself is now saying praise be to Allah. Is that yeah, I don't know. I don't know what kind of wild negotiating tactics this is, but good on you, Donny. Good luck. Speaking of Easter, Mano, where do we go on Friday?
We were so graciously invited to this.
Yeah, I think that's probably worth. Let's start there. Like, how did we get ourselves into this position?
So it begins last year. We saw,
true, yeah.
You know, a week before the Easter show, we saw, Easter's coming up. Let's see if we can, you know, get an invite and maybe get some access to some things we can record and film content for. So we emailed like the day before it started, and they said, mate, try again next year when we have some time to plan. So fair enough. So come this year, we emailed promptly and said, hey, we are keen to try out, you know, whatever's at the Easter show, try some new things. And they said, we've got something down your alley. We've got the Winning Bite coming up this year. So it is a new competition they run to try and find what I believe is the most innovative, most social media, like crazy, like innovation foods, right? So what they did was, I think before the Easter, like a month or so, they invited some judges. They invited so many different vendors and stuff to present.
Give us your best dish.
Give us your best thing, right?
Yeah.
So they picked out the best 10, and the 10 were up for grabs, up for sale at the Easter show. So the common man, you and I, can go to the Easter show and try these 10 items.
Yeah.
So they invited us.
And then you can vote.
And you can vote. So there's a competition online. Every store has like QR code, or you can just go to the website, you vote, which is your favorite, and there will be a prize for the winner. So they graciously invited us down, got us media accreditation.
Yeah, that was electric. Scanning that at the door.
We are media, Sen.
Yeah, that traditional media is out the door, and it's whatever this is.
Exactly. And
2 blokes and a dog, literally.
2 blokes and their glizzy, as you said. So they gave us some passes. They gave us some vouchers to try the new food.
Yeah.
So we went on Good Friday. It was a Good Friday. We went in, and what did we do? So we went around, went to all 10 vendors. We took our time. One of the vendors actually sold out, unfortunately.
It was the butter covered ice cream, which, to be honest,
I was actually keen to try that.
Were you?
Yeah, because I've seen it online, not just the Easter show, like other places. There's a place in London. I think this is the first place to do it. They do you get a soft serve and then you dip it in melted butter. Bro, they're charging like £10 for 2.
So some would say £5 each.
Yeah, as in it's a deal. I think one is like 7 or something.
Oh, okay,
so it's a deal.
Okay. So $20 for 2 soft.
Is that not crazy?
That is crazy.
It's not even the Easter. They're selling this at, I think, Camden Markets or something.
To be fair, I also paid. How much is the chocolate dipped strawberries.
The cup of strawberries with melted chocolate.
Yeah. I think it was also £10. So I also spent that. So
anyways, I've been seeing it online, so I was keen to try. But
dude, soft serve dipped in butter just sounds like danger territory for your stomach. It's churning just listening to it.
Our mate Josh, the guy that got you the shirt, he tried it at a place.
Yeah.
He got 2 bites in. And said it was a bit much.
It's too like decadent.
This is a man that necks chocolate milks for fun.
Yeah. You know what I wanted to try? Sorry, just derailing the Dole pineapple.
Dole Whip.
There was a pineapple strawberry swirl.
I tried that last year.
That looked delightful.
It is delightful.
Anyway, so we didn't try the soft serve dipped in butter mental, but we tried the other 9.
Do you want to review it now, or do you want to direct people to our socials?
Direct it to the socials, but I don't know what these judges were thinking when they found that these were the 10 best. Like, I don't know what criteria they used, but this surely can't have been the 10 best things that they had on offer.
Yeah, so technically the criteria was most outrageous must-try food creations of 2026.
Okay. Outrageous, I think they nailed it, 100%.
So you're saying
some of these were pretty outrageous.
Must-try?
Yeah, they missed the mark there, in my opinion.
So go to, if you want to see images, videos of it, and our actual live review of it, go to @CriticalBanter, TikTok, Instagram. It'll be there where we give our honest review.
I think we gave a pretty fair and balanced review, in my opinion. So one thing we didn't disclose that we've obviously just said here was we got vouchers to try out all the 10 things. So full disclosure, we didn't pay money for any of it, right? They also didn't give us a brief on what kind of content they wanted to create. Is that not correct? Like when we've worked with other like companies or brands or whatever, they're actually pretty strict about the guidelines of.
Some might say very strict.
Like they're like, this is what you can say, what you can't say. And often they ask us to review stuff before we post it, which is completely fair. Like that's terms of service,
they're
right?
putting money out. So they, just expect a certain product.
With the Sydney Royal Easter show, you were saying there was zero brief.
There was no brief. I think trying to load up the emails, but essentially they said, yeah, we've got this competition. Would love for you to try it. Can you just see what you can make? That's it.
And so our thinking was, we'll do a review. We'll do a video. We can do a normal review, which, other food influencers do, and just glaze everything.
No, not necessarily glaze, but what they do is, they try the foods. They say what they like, and then they just point out things of the other foods.
Yeah. Sorry, they'll say it's either this is the best whatever in Sydney, or trying the most viral whatever, and this is you have to try it, or it's just factual. They'll be like, this is.
I have no opinion on it. They'll just say this is whatever. This is a spicy hot dog.
Yeah, or
they won't say I love it or I hate it.
With the dragon's breath, it's crunchy. They'll just leave it at that.
When you eat it, breath comes out of your mouth. Yeah. That's it. They won't say that it tastes like cardboard. But of the items, of the 10 Sen, what was good? The pickle. So we had like a pickle, a burger, some desserts, which were good. We rated highly 7s, 8s, 9s. But on the other end of the spectrum, let's start with the dragon's breath.
Yeah, like. And I'm being serious here, is dragon's breath even considered food?
No.
I'm being serious.
So what was it?
I don't actually know what we ate.
So it was like little balls of, was it cereal?
Cereal.
Like cereal, and then they glaze it in condensed milk, and then I think they dip it all in liquid nitrogen or something.
I was watching other videos about the dragon's breath, and a lot of people were saying that liquid nitrogen apparently is very bad for you. Like it's not.
I'm sure it is
considered safe to be eating. Did you know that before we ate it?
No.
I would have liked a bit of a heads up. But if I knew I was putting my life on the line for content.
But it's also the same thing. Remember like 10, 15 years ago, there was like N2 ice cream?
N2, I remember,
Liquid nitrogen ice cream.
Did you ever try that? I never did.
No, I didn't. But I saw it once.
It was out of my budget at the time.
Exactly.
I didn't have the facilities for it at that age.
Is that like Haymarket or Chinatown or something? Yeah. And I walked past it.
Or Darling Harbour.
Maybe they had multiple branches.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was a young whippersnapper.
I was,
back then. And I thought $10 or whatever it was for an ice cream.
Nice.
I ain't got a voucher for it. It ain't for me.
Nah.
But it's a Dragon's Breath, some cereal, condensed milk, because of the liquid nitrogen. When you eat it, when you breathe out, it looks like dragon's breath.
Yeah, smoke comes out of your mouth.
Looks like a vape.
Pure gimmick.
In any case, 14 wax for a little bowl. No, thank you, sir. What else was there? We had a dumpling sipping cup, which was all right. Does the job, but $23 again.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to put the prices aside for a second and just acknowledge that it's the Easter show. So you will be
price aside,
paying out the dickhole for food.
Price aside, dumplings and IC, it was all right. Nothing too special.
The ones that we liked were the chim nuts.
Oh, the chim nuts, mate.
I actually do think, hands down, the chim nuts, in hindsight, I revised it. It should have been a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, in full disclosure, we had to split up because there's too many items to get.
It's a lot of food. That's the other thing that I always wonder with these food reviewers is, dude, I reckon halfway through we were full. I was like, I actually can't eat anymore.
And full, again, another podcast gets all the exclusives. Full disclosure, yes, there were 3 of us on camera, but there were 3 off camera as well.
Yeah, we had 6 of us in total.
Who were trying to finish the goods.
But even then, with 6 of us, I still think like it's a lot of food. So like, I just don't get how these. Well, maybe it's the same thing with these food influencers.
I'm sure they have the same thing. They have a camera person, then maybe also have a second person to like direct and
that makes sense.
Organize stuff. So there's 3 probably per item, which is what we had.
That is true. The chim nut was essentially chimney cake with creme brulee, and then they put whipped cream or ice cream on top.
There was ice cream, custard, and I looked it up. There was a vanilla mud cake at the bottom as well.
Was there?
Apparently so.
Jesus,
I don't care. Delightful.
Oh, it was so nice. It was so good. The only problem was it melted so quickly because it was a bit hot on Friday.
Yeah, as I was getting to, we had to split up to get all these items so we could, review in time.
Yeah.
Sen was the unfortunate one who had to get the chim nuts by himself. And then when I saw him have it, half of it was on his hands.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Again, it was still good. Even melted, it was still delightful.
Fantastic.
The other one was the creme brulee was delightful as well, I thought.
Yeah, it was the one, as you said, traditional food. No bells and whistles, no gimmick, just a big version of a creme brulee.
Speaking of gimmick, the cheese toasty. Oh, so they called it, I forgot what the name was.
Rainbow toasty.
Rainbow toasty, that's right. And essentially all it was is they got normal cheese and dyed it for whatever reason, like the colors of the rainbow, so that when it melts and then you try and stretch it open, it looks like you're stretching a rainbow.
So it does fit the most outrageous criteria of the winning bite.
But it just tasted like a normal toasty. And the funniest part is, so that particular toasty was $10, and then we walked around, and then maybe 2 hours later we saw another, like on the other side of the Easter show, we saw another store that was selling cheese toasties, this time for $3.50. And I was like, fuck, should have just come and got this.
You're paying $6.50 for food dye, essentially.
Yeah, essentially.
And it probably tastes the same.
Would have tasted, dare I suggest it would have tasted better without the food dye. It was just gnarly looking at that thing.
Yeah.
And then having to eat it.
It is I'll give it to them. It's a good gimmick. I'm sure people are coming to try the cheese toasty, and they have the little board there where you can stretch it and see how long it stretches. Mate, fantastic gimmick. $10, I'd say just get a regular toasty and jump on in and see how long that one stretches.
I mean, all in all, you can see our full reviews.
Thank you for the invite as well, Sydney Royal Easter Show.
Appreciate it. Safe to say we won't be getting an invite next year.
Yeah, but
it was a one and done.
Loki, if you look at our content, we're not.
Yeah, is that on them? Is that on them for not seeing any of our other videos and realizing we're probably more likely to be a bit more rogue and not be yes men?
Yeah, because I think as well, I think we would just invite them and see what happens. Not a high priority, not a big dog.
I kind of want them to invite us again next year.
Yeah, so do I.
Run
it
back.
So do I. But it just it's like what does he say? Well, like the Ox, the kebab guy that we got on before. He just wants the kebab game to get lifted. We want the viral food game to not just be about gimmicks on the screen. We want it to taste good. We want it to be good for the people.
Has there been any? I'm putting you on the spot. Has there been any viral food here in Sydney that has been worth the hype or has been good? Because I actually can't think of anywhere.
Define a viral food, because I'll say, for example, again, not because we're friends with the bloke, but Thirsty Monkey, right?
Yeah.
The acai there is actually, I would say, better than most places. But at the same time, it's not like he's created a viral gimmick. It's just his acai bowl.
That is true.
That he's got viral for promoting.
Because the other one that came to my mind was Chebo's. When he went big during COVID and there was lines at his food truck. I would say his food was great, like phenomenal. But again, he's just doing burgers. Like he wasn't doing anything.
So you're saying like something that's specifically been created to become viral.
Yeah.
Has it been good? Yeah, you put me on the spot. I'm not too sure, man. What's been viral recently? Dubai chocolate. Dubai.
Hey, there was a distinct lack of Dubai chocolate or Dubai insert whatever in I didn't see any variations.
That is true. The Dubai, what is it? Mochi cookie was not there either. That's what's viral now.
Is that? I've never heard of that.
It's the filling, and then around it, it's like mochi.
Crazy.
It's
What
good.
a time to be
It's
alive.
good stuff.
Oh, we didn't talk about the fairy floss.
Oh, the Florito. Sorry, the flu rolls.
The flu rolls. Firstly, that's a horrible name. In hindsight, I'm like, it sounds like a disease.
It doesn't describe what the product is. Lucky like our podcast. The name doesn't describe what's going on. Actually, no, critical banter.
Yeah, that's
critical
actually
and funny in the review.
For
Full
once,
circle.
maybe we've actually lived up to the name. But yeah, the flu rolls were.
Yeah, so going into it, for the past few years, they've always had the Florito, which is a burrito, which is inside is ice cream and I think Fruit Loops and sprinkles, and then wrapped in some fairy floss. So
Disgusting.
So this year they've innovated it. They've cut it into segments.
Yeah.
And made it flu rolls, sushi rolls.
That's the funniest part. They actually didn't change anything. Instead of cutting it on a diagonal and having it in two pieces like a burrito, they got the log and instead just cut it into little segments. And now it's a sushi roll, apparently.
That's innovation, mate. You make the most of what you
reinvent
have.
the wheel. Apparently they chuck feta cheese in there. I saw a lot of comments on our video saying that.
Yeah, and looking back, I didn't see any.
Did you taste any of it?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I tasted sugar and milk.
Was it at all nice?
I have a very big sweet tooth, so I did enjoy it. You know, I enjoyed what I had, but again, as we said, we shared one between 6 people.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed my 1/6.
Yeah.
Whether I got the Florito the year before, I only ate about half.
Yeah, okay.
And the other half was dispersed amongst like 3 or 4 people, and we didn't even finish the whole thing.
Yeah, okay.
So it was good, again, as you said, for 1 or 2 bites, but it's good to try. That's all it is.
And then food aside, we also we saw some animals. We saw what did we do? Played some games. Played with the carnies.
Got done by the carnies.
Is the Easter show a good day out?
I think objectively, it is a good day out because how long were we there? 8 hours?
Way too long.
10 hours?
I want to say 9 hours.
And aside from feeling tired and like our feet hurting, we had things to do for the whole day.
Oh yeah, it was fun. No,
and there were things we didn't do. We didn't go on any rides.
Yep.
We didn't play games for long. We only were there for like 10, 15 minutes. We didn't, peruse the show bags. We didn't really look at the arts and crafts and like
we spent enough time in the arts and crafts.
We didn't. Other people, part of our group did, but we didn't like watch any what is it? Wood cutting, monster trucks, fireworks. We didn't watch any of those things.
When I went for my long journey to take a piss, I did walk past the wood chopping and I did watch a bit of it.
Yeah, but stuff like that, we didn't indulge heavily in that.
That is true. So, but that's a pretty good thing. Like we really focused mainly on the food, and even then, that took us. Well, yeah, we had to wait in line for a few of them. So yeah, like it is a good day. Like you're getting a lot out of it in a day.
And I haven't mentioned the Woolworths Food Dome.
Okay, you know what? The Woolworths Food Dome is genuinely the best thing at the Easter show, and you can't change my mind. Shout out, I'm Mr. Teddy. But it's awesome, dude, the Woolworths Food Dome. And even the part next to it, like where you have the other miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah.
So the Food Dome, essentially, it's like very small stores that are opened by boutique, little mom and pop kind of shops, and they sell all sorts of things. Jeffrey Leonard. They sell like gourmet.
Get the shit out again.
No, I'm not going to get the shit out again. But for example, there's stuff like, there was a caviar store. There was a truffle store.
Yeah.
Many cheese stores. There was a couple of chili stores, beef jerky, honey.
It's like what you expect at like a farmer's market.
At a farmer's market.
Where like small businesses, maybe even medium sized, because it's the Easter show, man. You got to shell some money to actually have a stall there.
SMEs, small to medium sized enterprises.
Exactly.
And they all get freebies.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, and alcohol. Actually, I want to shout out Ro here for a second. We rocked up. You guys, you and Christina had gone a bit earlier. You guys were already in the food dome, and then we joined you in there. And then it was me and Ro, and literally right at the front when we opened was like a Archie Rose exhibition. And then I saw that they were giving free samples of the alcohol. And then I was feeling a bit sick, so I was like, I'm not going to drink, but Ro, you can have mine. And so she poured us 2 full shots of gin, and then Ro drank his, and then while she wasn't looking, I quickly gave mine to Ro. And then she came back, and so the first one was like a normal gin, and then she came back with like this lemon yuzu gin. And she's like, do you guys want a shot of this? And I'm like, absolutely. So then she poured 2 more. And then, so Ro had his. So now he's 3 shots in about 2 minutes. And then I was holding on to mine, and she was talking to us, and I was like, oh, well, I can't really do anything here. So we were like, all right, she talked to us for a bit, and I'm like, all right, well, let's walk away. So I turned away with my cup, like with my shot. And she's like, oh, actually, you guys have to drink it in front of me because of RSA. And I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with 1 shot? I'm like, whatever. And then I just gave it to Ro in front of her, and then Ro necked another one. So within dead set like 5 minutes, he was already 4 shots deep of gin, and I don't think he had eaten that morning because he went to church.
What a guy. No, so yeah, in the morning, I'm like, he called me, where are you? And I'm like, I have the food dome. And then he messaged me, say, oh, I'm here. And then after a while, I say, oh, I'm here too. Where are you? And he messages me, hang on, distracted by the gin. So out the gates, he had the gin. And then we tried a couple of food things. And then where do we go to next? Some wine.
Oh yeah, there was like it is an interesting business concept as well. They're a winery, but they don't sell them at like your Dan Murphy's or anything. It's like a subscription model. It's like a U Foods. You sign up for a year, and then every month you get
couple bottles. And
so she was trying to spin us a yarn and sell us that. We had no interest. We were just there for the free wines. So again, there were 6 of us. So we got 6 wines, and we tried like 2 or 3 different types of wine. So again, Ro had like another 3 or 4 wines there. So this guy was already like probably 6 standards, maybe 4 or 5 standards in, no food. And bro, he was
we
like,
left the wine place, and 3 people were like, I'm waved.
he was so jittery, man. And then we went to this, what was it? Oh, the place that sold olives.
Yeah.
And dude, this guy got upsold so quickly. They bought like,
he bought an olive hat.
He bought some olives, and then he's like, oh, let's get some salami. And then Cindy's like, oh, this hat looks nice. He's like, get that as well. And then he got an olive hat as well. Just like that, 50 wakas.
And then what did he do right after that? He walked behind the Capo Pistachio store.
Dude, that was mental. So we walked a bit further down, and we saw friend of the show, as you just mentioned, Jacob from Thirsty Monkey fame, sorry. And he's got a new product now, which is like spreads. So there's like a pistachio spread, Biscoff.
Yeah, for a while he's only had the pistachio spread. He's had that for a while, but recently he's come out and said with a new product, it's like Kinder adjacent.
Kinder adjacent. Biscoff adjacent.
Maybe,
and then the crunch versions of them,
but they all have like the Katafi type thing in them. So like instead of getting a Dubai chocolate, he's trying to get the filling and putting it in a jar. Fantastic business idea, I must say.
So you saw Jacob first, and normal people, if you see someone at a stall, so there's a table, they're selling stuff, it's a business, and they have a tent, and obviously there's a back area behind the table where they've just got like extra supply and whatnot. Normal people would walk out in front, wave at Jacob, talk to him from
shake
across
the hand over the table.
Ro, after having said 5 or 6 shots or 5 or 6 drinks, sees Jacob and then decides to just barge his way straight into the back of the tent and go around the table to go talk to him.
I told him, no, say hi to him first and then go to the back.
Because there was 3 other people working there, 3 other women who they didn't know who we were, we didn't know who they were. And so they just see this random Indian guy walk straight into their stall, like barge in like he owned the place.
So he's about to walk in and he said, there's a woman there. And he hits her with I'm just going to say hi to Jacob. Like not even a question, just, I'm just going to say hi. And he just barges in. Good thing, Jacob, very hospitable guy, said hi. And then because he was so nice, the women work there also, were nice in turn that we weren't just intruders into their stall.
All in all, good day out, I will say. The food was here or there, some good, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Played a few games, had a good day.
Thanks for the invite.
Keen to see you guys next year. All right, I got 2 more things. First one is a pretty quick story. Miguel, you're a big chocolate man, so I'm sure you saw this headline. But when I read it, I'm like, I have to talk about it. The great KitKat heist.
I did see this.
Truckload of Formula One KitKats hijacked in Europe. So a truckload of over 410,000 special edition Formula One car-shaped KitKat chocolate bars was stolen in Italy by thieves posing as law enforcement. So on March 26th, on a stretch of highway outside Turin, a truck loaded with around 12 tons of Formula One car-shaped KitKat bars, 413,000 bars exactly, vanished in one of the most unusual cargo thefts in recent European memory. What the hell? So apparently, these were meant to go on sale on shelves around Europe soon, because the way the F1 season works is they do races in Asia, then they'll do a stint across Europe, and then they'll do some in America, and then they'll end up in the Middle East.
Middle East.
So the European legs, well, they were meant to do races in in the Middle East in the next 2 weeks, but obviously because of the
conflict,
that's not happening. So then after that, the next leg is the start of the European leg. So that's when you have like Monaco, the Spanish ones, Belgium, etc., etc. So it was meant to build up hype for that. Unfortunately, some blokes have somehow. So the truck left a distribution hub near Turin, and the vehicle was intercepted by individuals posing as law enforcement. Within minutes, the driver was restrained and removed, and by the time the authorities were alerted, the truck had disappeared. Crazy. What are you going to do with this? Apparently, what they've done now is now they've hit the black market. I didn't know there was a black market for chocolate, but apparently there's a black market for chocolate, and that's where they're selling them now.
So you're telling me there's people that go into, Woolies and Coles, see the KitKat and say, this is too much, this is too expensive, let me hit the black market.
Yep. So
who's buying KitKats at the black market? Mate,
that is, I mean, there's so many questions I have from this. One, how did they know about it? Two, I didn't know you could store 12 tons of chocolate in a truck. Three, how do you fall for this? Is the oldest trick in the book. I feel like this is the Trojan horse, really. It's like, how do you fall for it? And then four, I didn't know there was a black market for chocolate out there.
So how many units? You say like 400,000 or so?
414,000 or whatever I said. 420,000.
How much is a KitKat? $2?
Man, this day and age, it's fucking expensive. Dude,
call it 3.
And this is a special edition Formula One. I reckon it's going to be, in AUD, it would be probably close to $5. Let's call it 3-4 euros each.
All right. $5, let's say.
$5.
Let's call it about 400,000.
400,000.
$2 million.
Yep.
If you're going to commit like grand larceny and like theft of this scale, intercepting a truck, do it for something worthwhile. Not some KitKats.
But knowing law enforcement in Italy, bro, they'll never find them. I mean, like when we broke...
they'll post a letter.
Yeah, exactly. When we broke traffic laws in Italy, we didn't find out about it until like 8 months later when when our friend got a threatening letter, sorry. But yeah, I mean...
Do you reckon they knew it was KitKats? Or they were just intercepting a vehicle and hoping for a grand prize? And it turns out it's fucking Formula One KitKats.
Say what you want about the work ethic of Europeans, but this seems premeditated. It seems like a hit that's been planned for a couple of weeks. But where do you store 12 tons chocolate? You know what I mean? That's the other question I have.
Well, then is this an easy find now? You got to find the warehouses that have cooling systems.
Yeah, because like you can keep it in the truck, but a truck's massive. It's hard to hide that. So imagine you have to take the chocolate out of, especially if you're going to sell in the black market. So where are you storing 12 tons of chocolate? These are great questions, and I hope there is an outcome to this.
Again, because it's technically, is this grand theft or they've stolen the car? They've stolen the truck.
Yeah. I mean,
they've stolen tons of goods.
It's impersonating. First hit is impersonating law enforcement.
Yeah,
that's your first hit. Second one is grand theft auto. Third one is probably a bit of physical assault if they had to restrain the driver. And then the fourth one, stealing the actual goods. And then fifth one, racketeering, selling stuff on the black market.
So you're on 5 big charges.
5 counts.
5 counts. All for KitKats.
All for KitKats,
All for KitKats. At least heist the Louvre or something. That seemed worthwhile.
Yeah, the Louvre, that was crazy. Yeah, where does this stand in the recent robberies we've seen in Europe?
Did it come out that the Louvre, the guy that sold, they just walked in?
No, they I swear they went through like the window.
Oh, but there was something about they were just wearing like high vis or something.
They were just wearing high vis, and they were just walking around.
It wasn't as complex as it might seem.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty low effort.
Yeah, just do that. Not KitKats, man.
This is wild.
We need some iPhone. Something of notable value. The $1 per kilo is not worth it.
I think that's what makes it so funny. It's because it's KitKat. It's so random.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of businesses like play on it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like they're all launching, unrelated news, we're launching KitKat flavored burgers or something.
I saw, was it Domino's or Pizza Hut said, we're so sorry to hear about it. In unrelated news, we're coming out with our KitKat pizza or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Well, play on.
Stuff. It's all good stuff. The last one I have is I'm in the market for a new bed, or bed frame to be exact. And I met probably the world's most exuberant salesperson. So I just walked in, and then we were just like, we're looking for a bed frame, like just a normal one. And he's like, stop right here. I'm like, okay. And he's like, come, sit on this bed. And so we lied down on this bed. And he's like, have you ever heard of an adjustable frame? I'm like, the hell is that? And then he proceeds to, for the next 25 minutes, describe what an adjustable frame was and starts showing us. He's like, how do you like to sleep? And I'm like, on my back. And he's like, do you know how astronauts sleep in space? And I'm like, no. He's like, in zero gravity, when they try to sleep, their body naturally goes in a way where it's sort of like how we're sitting now. And he's like, so that's like the most natural way to sleep is like this. And then he presses the button that literally says anti-gravity on the remote. And the bed literally starts to like shift, like the frame shifts.
Hang on.
And I'm sitting in like this kind of a position.
Hang on. So you're telling me the bed is now in a L shape, U shape, V shape?
Yeah, it's like a J curve sort of thing.
So, like a recliner.
Yeah, like a recliner sort of situation. But my legs are up. Like your legs are up. I'm sitting a bit upright as well. It's actually comfortable. It was so comfortable.
It all sounds stupid.
It does. Oh, absolutely. The bed frame was at a ridiculous price and I was never going to buy it. But he was telling us like the different, like the technology and the studies they've done to see how the optimal sleep positions and whatnot.
Right.
And and it had a massage setting as well for some reason.
That sounds too much.
So you're literally sitting upright, like, Weekend at Bernie style, and then your fucking bed frame starts vibrating.
Isn't that just like,
it's annoying.
Isn't that just like Easy Boy or whatever they call it?
Yeah. But apparently, yeah, he's like, because he's like, do you play sport? And I'm like, no, I attempt to play soccer every weekend. And he's like, then if you're an athlete, you'll like this. I'm like, I wouldn't go that far. And he's like, I had this kid who's like an under 19s Australian archer come in last week and I sold him this bed frame. Then the day later, his parents came and they bought it as well. And apparently he's like, yeah, if you're an athlete, like you need to be sleeping in this position to give yourself the body, the optimal time to recover and whatnot.
Okay.
And like, it helps with back pain, et cetera, et
Is
cetera.
it good for posture?
25 minutes. Yeah, he said it's good for posture. Because he's like, if you think about your bed is like this, flat, and then your spine obviously curves a bit. So your lower back, there's a gap between the mattress and your lower back, right?
Right.
So this mattress curves up your bunda slightly. So now your lower back is fully supported by the mattress. Okay. That part was pretty cool. I did like that.
Let's say I believe all this science. How much is it going to cost me?
To be honest, the bed frame actually, it wasn't that outrageous. I think it was, with the massage option, I think it was $1,700. The non-massage option was $1,300.
And how much does a normal bed frame go for, approximately?
Honestly, you can get it for a couple $100.
A couple hundred? Yeah. So I'm getting upsold, I don't know, 5x.
Yep.
For
something that is transformer,
this
essentially. Anti-gravity
bed frame.
Anti-gravity bed frame.
Did you get sold on it?
Of course not. Boss said no, so I said, all right, fair enough. We'll go for
getting a bed frame?
We are still on the look for a bed frame.
All right.
But yeah, I've been told in no uncertain terms that adjustable bed frame is not in my near future.
Is there any other wacky, I don't know, furniture or whatever you might want? Like massage recliner?
No, I don't.
A mini fridge in the room? Anything sort of?
Nah, I don't think so. Mini fridge in the room is crazy.
I don't know. My dad vlogs that every now and again. Get a mini fridge for your room. I don't go downstairs and get a beverage.
I still think we need a mini fridge for this room.
That's what my dad has also said. For the podcast room specifically.
I'm staring at what? We've got a case of water bottles. We got a couple slabs of Red Bulls.
I'm staring at a slab of the Lilac Edition sugar-free Red Bull, which tastes fantastic.
Shout out to our plug who gets us that.
Yeah, intercepted a vehicle and everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll come back to you if there's any wacky furniture that I'd be getting. But nah, to be honest, I don't know.
You know what I do want to try?
Maybe
not buy, but I do want to try. You know that like full like reclining desk chair?
No.
Oh, bro, I'll get a photo of it.
How does that work?
It's like a full like 360 desk chair, and the monitors are like attached to the.
That doesn't sound ergonomical at all.
Let me try and get a photo of this. They call it, or this brand calls it a gamer workstation zero gravity recliner. I'll show you a photo, Sen.
What the fuck?
So it's a full chair. It's a full recliner chair. And then you can so right now it's upright, the photo I'm showing Sen. But then if you recline it.
That looks like the thing Professor X had in the X-Men movies. Cerebrum. Was that what it was called?
I don't know.
Push, fact check me on that.
But the monitors are attached to the chair. So when you recline back, the monitors will follow. So if you're reclined, the monitors are now above you. And then your keyboard and mouse are attached to the armrest of the chair. So no matter what position you're in, your arms optimally.
This is not what God intended, bro.
And then your feet are on a recliner. You can full move 360 if you want, man.
That's pretty cool. How much would one of those set you back?
I was like
That can't be cheap.
It's like $5,000 or something, bro.
I thought it would be more than 10 grand. So $5,000 is not bad, but yeah, Jesus.
You can get an AliExpress one for.
But it looks big and bulky. I reckon it would take up half this room.
It would. But I want to sit in one and see the logistics of this bad boy. Would I get one for the room? I'd probably get the boss saying hell no, but it would be cool. All right, one quick one for me that I've seen this week. Senny, do you know Jaden Ivey?
I do know Jaden Ivey.
Former 5th pick from the Detroit Pistons, got traded to the Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
He is now waived.
I did see that.
Cut off the roster. So recently, it's crazy. He went on Instagram Live and he went on some rants.
Bit of Israel Folau.
He went on some rants. I'll quote what he said.
Yeah, quote.
I don't know if I should quote it, but essentially he was saying that Pride Month and all these things are unrighteous. The NBA is forcing them to celebrate unrighteousness.
Yeah. He went full Israel Folau.
Yeah.
But is it? Oh, I don't know. Was it like drug fueled or alcohol fueled?
We don't
know. Like psychosis? Did he just kind of wig out?
People are saying it relates to mental health. It's a clear state of maybe bipolar or something like that.
Yeah.
But he
doesn't defend what he said.
No, definitely not. But it would explain it.
Yeah.
But he's got on Instagram Live, said a couple of
things. He did
a
couple of times, didn't he?
Yeah, he was slandering like Steph Curry and shit. Because Steph Curry is a famous like Christian.
Yeah.
Very Christian man, got tattoos on himself, and he's saying he's not righteous because he's promoting these things alongside the NBA. I
swear he did it like literally 2 or 3 days in a row, didn't he? Because I remember seeing it a couple of days, or maybe it was just the same reporting of the same thing.
I think day one he did it from like his hotel or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that same day he got waived by the Chicago Bulls, so he's no longer on a team. And the next day, because the Chicago Bulls said they waived him for conduct detrimental to the team. And then on his release he said, they said my conduct is detrimental. What did I do to the team? So he's saying he trained away from, because he's injured, training away from the team, all this and that.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, another one of his Instagram Live videos, he was on a plane about to take off and he was full ranting into his plane. And then you can see the flight attendant saying, mate, turn your phone off. We're about to fly.
Imagine being the bloke sitting next to him as well. It's like, bro, shut up.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit about whatever he was saying. They just, mate, we're about to airplane mode, please, flight mode. And the reason I bring this up is because there's been a video recently where he's been shown to be just preaching on the corner of a street about Big JC and his LGBTQ views and stuff. So in a matter of days, he's gone from, NBA player in the rotation to preaching on the streets, no contract, no nothing.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's crazy because, I think there was another story a year or two ago about some bloke named Kai Jones, another NBA player, again, went on Instagram Live, I think he started bagging other players out or bagging the league out. I think he was saying, I'm better than Michael Jordan, why am I not starting this and that? And then he got waived as well.
At least do it like Durant and get a burner account to do that.
Yeah, don't do it from the official tick account. If you got these things to say, burner account. Crazy.
Yeah, it's
crazy how if you
quickly you can just torpedo your entire career.
Similar to the Trump thing, right? Athletes ages ago, the only way they could access the common man is through media, interviews, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now
think about it, any person can go on Instagram Live and just say things unfiltered, unadulterated.
Yeah. What's social media mistake? I think so.
I think so. You got us. People listen to us.
This can't have been what social media was intended for as well, just quietly. If you think about the old days of just Instagram, like the early days of Instagram, Facebook.
Just sharing photos and talking to your mates.
Yeah. I don't think it was meant for this sort of shit. Even I watched the Manosphere a few weeks ago. I wasn't here that week that you guys talked about it, but that sort of stuff, like the streaming, and it's gnarly how far it's come.
You can prey on people trying to find a voice.
I remember reading a thing humans were never meant to be able to, we shouldn't have access to this many people. We were meant to live in little clans.
In caveman times, we were meant to know our community of a couple tens, if not maybe 100 at most.
Yeah, exactly. We're meant to live in little clans.
Our brains were not designed for such interactions with people of mass.
Yeah, exactly. And I fully believe that now. 100%.
We've gone the wrong way.
Information overload.
Damn, well, keep listening.
Yeah, keep listening.
Keep listening to our information. It is, of course, honest truths about everything, but I agree. It's too much. Alrighty, friends. Segment for today is Winner Stays On. So, in this segment, we've got a couple categories, and then I'll start rattling off some things to Senny, and he's got to tell me which one's better. And then we'll keep going through the list until at the very end, we have found the best thing in that category. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, we'll see how it goes.
Quick fire, right?
Quick fire. Or you can dwell on it for as long as you like. But obviously, we are a TikTok clip merchant. The quicker you can give it to me, the better, Senny.
Let me make sure my Mount Touchmore shirt isn't showing.
Alrighty, first one. I've got an easy one for you, Senny. All right, Senny, first one. What is the best Asian dish? All right, first matchup. Nasi goreng versus pho.
Oh, dude. Heavy hitters off the bat. Oh, I'm already going to get clowned in comments for this. I know it. No, I'll go pho.
You like pho more than nasi goreng?
I apologize for the pronunciation.
All right, next one. Pho versus bibimbap.
Pho.
I thought you were a Korean cuisine sort of guy.
I do, but I like pho though. How did you know, man? I've had this hankering for pho over the last few days.
Craving
it.
Maybe get one after this. All right, next one. Pho versus butter chicken.
I mean, I've famously said on this podcast many times that butter chicken is not rank, but it's of the Indian food that is available, it's my least favorite. So I'm sticking with pho.
All right, pho's lasted a while. Pho versus green curry. A classic Thai green curry.
No, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna say pho.
Crazy. Pho versus pad thai.
Yeah, I'm sorry, pho. You're gonna have to go pad thai.
Are you a pad thai man or pad see you man?
Pad see you man, but I'll do like either or.
All right, pho's finally out. Pad thai versus Peking duck.
I mean, I'm not a big Peking duck. I'm not a big duck guy either. I'm more of a insert other electronic dance group. I'm more of a Daft Punk man. Nah, dumb joke. No, I don't like Peking duck. I'll stick to pad thai.
All right, next one. Pad thai versus Kung Pao chicken.
I feel like you got the wrong person for this. I'm not a big Kung Pao chicken, Peking duck thing. So I'm going pad thai.
All right. Pad thai versus ramen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ramen here.
All right.
Back to my noodle soups.
Yeah, you voted like both noodle soups. Last one. Ramen versus sushi.
Oh, no, ramen.
Yeah, you're not a sushi man.
I'm not a big sushi man.
I should have changed the order to this list.
More of a flu roll man.
So you're saying ramen is the best Asian dish of those listed?
Can I change my answer back to pho? No, I think ramen. I'll stick with my gut there.
All right, there we go.
Before you sent me a video of Victor Yokeres, who for whatever reason did one with, I think this was HBO, and they did basically this with HBO shows. And the top comment was, there's no way Victor Yokeres has watched any of these shows, because he just kept saying the next one that they said. So for example, if it was like Game of Thrones versus The Pit, he would be like The Pit, and it'd be like The Pit versus The Sopranos, and he'd be like The Sopranos, and he would just keep saying the new one that came up.
He had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, he had no idea. There's no way that he's watched any of those shows.
Alrighty. All right. Next one for you, Sen. I'll rattle off all of mine. We're going kind of on theme if you're on the YouTube and can see our jackets. Who is the best Premier League winger?
You know what my answer is. I'm just going to wait for...
All right. You can
Crazy
wait for
if you don't put him in here, though.
You never know. All right. First two. Gareth Bale versus Heung-min Son.
Gareth Bale.
Of Premier League fame.
I'll still take Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale or David Beckham?
David Beckham.
David Beckham or Arjen Robben?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have gone. Because Gareth Bale, definitely, obviously, overall, probably Heung-min Son is better in the Premier League. But no, I'm sticking to David Beckham.
David Beckham or Sadio Mane?
Sadio Mane.
Going Sadio Mane?
Yeah, Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane or Ryan Giggs?
Let's ask his brother about who he picks.
Gonna ask Sadio Mane's wife.
Oh, shit. Touche. No, I'm sticking to Sadio Mane.
That's crazy.
Get clowned in the comments for that later.
Sadio Mane or Eden Hazard?
Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane or Thierry Henry?
Obviously Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry or Cristiano Ronaldo?
Premier League. We're talking about specifically Premier League.
Yes.
And I want this in the clip. We're talking specifically
even
Premier
if we're talking
League
Premier
only.
League. Even if we're talking Premier League.
But we're only talking about Premier League, right? About what they achieved in the Premier League.
Yeah, some might say, trophies, individual, season, team trophies. That also plays a part.
Thierry Henry.
That's crazy. Where's his Ballon d'Or? Last one. Thierry Henry or Theo Walcott? Nah. Thierry Henry or Mohamed Salah?
Do I even have to answer?
The answer for the clip?
Mohamed Salah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. I don't know. What am I saying? I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would you agree?
I
with
don't
that?
agree with that. He's Mohamed Salah, top 10 Premier League player of all time, just quietly.
Yes, easily, 100%. How could
10.
he not be? Yes, he's top 10 in goals and assists, multiple Golden Boot winners, multiple Premier League winner, multiple Player of the Year winner. What more do you want? He's got individual accolades, the stats, the trophies.
Fair enough. All right. The comments will do my talking for
Won
me.
a well-deserved Puskas.
Was that a public vote? That's the only way that wins.
It wasn't a
How
public,
did that win?
I actually don't know how that won. That was, yeah.
Isn't it? That's not even his best goal of that season.
No, it was a pretty bang average goal. Not a bang. Okay, it was a good goal, but it was definitely not the Puskas.
Wasn't that he like dribbled past like two players, but then I think one of them was like a bubble or something?
Yeah. It wasn't. It was by no means a Puskas worthy goal.
Fair enough. All right, last one I got for you, Senny. Who is the best Asian?
Full stop.
All right.
Sounds like a Rufus Rice naming 100 Asians.
First two, we got Jeremy Lin versus Confucius.
I mean, what's he done recently? Jeremy Lin.
All right. You're discrediting Confucius' legacy entirely.
I've never seen Confucius play, so.
All right. No, there's no Confucius sanity. So
Yeah, exactly.
fair enough.
Lin Sanity had the world in a grip for about 3 weeks in 2012 or
All right, next
2011.
one. Jeremy Lin versus Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, I think, has some pretty interesting views on, I think, the homosexuals and also I think he disowned
Those
his
close
own.
to him.
Yeah, those close to him. So again, I'm going Jeremy Lin.
All right. Jeremy Lin or Genghis Khan?
Oh, again, Genghis Khan.
That's a legacy. If you're talking legacy,
Yeah, that is.
old Genghis has arguably the biggest legacy in terms of humans, descendants.
But he never overshadowed Kobe. So, I mean,
Didn't wave Kobe off
didn't
to,
wave Kobe off. So
to go ISO.
I'm sticking with Jeremy Lin, dude.
All right, next one. Jeremy Lin or Aaron Chen?
Oh, that's tough. Two of my favorites. Oh, did you actually, speaking of, did you watch Aaron Chen?
I watched the Netflix special.
Hey, delightful.
Why does he drink from a vase? No one will know.
Dude, what a man. I'm so glad he's doing well, and the world is seeing how funny he is. I'm sticking with Aaron Chen, bro. Chenny baby.
All right, next one. Aaron Chen or Mao Zedong?
Oh, the chairman. Oh, got to answer carefully here. This could determine if I'm going to be allowed into China or not. Nah, Mao Zedong doesn't have a Netflix special. I'm going to stay with Aaron Chen.
All right. Aaron Chen or Ken Jeong?
Oh, mate. Ken Jeong is a doctor, mind you. A registered, actual physician. Got to stick with our hometown hero here. I'm going Aaron Chen.
All right. He's lasted longer than I expected. Next one. Aaron Chen or Mahatma Gandhi?
Oh, dude, again, speaking of questionable views on children. No, I'm going Aaron Chen still.
Crazy. All right. Next one. Aaron Chen or Bruce Lee?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Aaron. Your run ends here. You can't be beating Bruce Lee, the GOAT.
All right. Last one. Bruce Lee or Modi?
I'm going to be banned from India now as well. No, I can't in good conscience be putting, Narendra Modi over Bruce Lee. I'm choosing Bruce Lee.
So Bruce Lee is the best Asian, full stop.
I think that's pretty fair. I think that's a good outcome.
I'm glad some of the other characters didn't make it to the end, but fair enough. All right, Senny, what do you have for me?
All right. I have got a couple of categories for you as well. We'll go NBA players. Winner stays on.
So just NBA players.
Yeah. So NBA players, winner stays on. Devin Booker or Jason Tatum?
I will go Jason Tatum. He's got a ring.
All right. Jason Tatum or Anthony Edwards?
At this stage, if you ask me in probably 5-10 years' time, I'd say Ant, but Jason Tatum.
All right. Jason Tatum or Joel Embiid?
The process.
Musty one.
Dude, do you see Joel Embiid? He's got knee surgery recently. He's playing again.
Is he?
Yeah, he's fit these days. I would say Joel Embiid, my MVP.
Biggest what if, in my opinion.
Very deserved MVP, obviously. Not voter fatigue at all.
All right. Joel Embiid or the Claw? Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi. Are we including aspiration or are we excluding his under the table agreement?
No. Putting that aside. Just on courts only, please.
I will go Kawhi Leonard.
All right. Kawhi Leonard or Trae Young?
Really?
That's what ChatGPT gave me.
You're giving me Trae Young traded to the Wizards.
Yes.
Against Kawhi Leonard Finals MVP.
Yes.
I'm going Kawhi Leonard.
Fair enough. Kawhi Leonard or SGA?
Look, I think the brain says SGA, you know, MVP, champion, all this and that. But do I like a foul baiter? No, I don't.
No.
Do I like something that goes to the free throw line? No, I don't.
But he is a master baiter, though.
He is a master baiter. I'm going with Kawhi Leonard.
All right. Kawhi Leonard or KD?
What was his name again? What was his burner account again?
The name is burner.
Get off my Dickerson. Get off my Dickerson versus Kawhi Leonard.
Get off my Dickerson or Kawhi Leonard?
I'm going Kevin Durant.
All right. KD or Steph?
I am a Brooklyn Nets fan, and KD did play for my team, but I'm a Steph Curry. Change the game.
Steph or Nikola Jokic?
I think I'll still go Steph.
And of course, Steph and Bronny James. LeBron James.
Am I a bronze-sexual?
Yes,
I'm 100% a bronze-sexual. LeBron is my GOAT. Put him in number one.
I agree with that. All right, next one. Winner stays on. Holiday cities. Tokyo or Seoul?
Famously only been to one of those. But I do hear Seoul is a great place. Well, I'll go Tokyo. I love my time there.
All right. You may not have been to some of these.
That's fine. I'll go vibes.
Tokyo or Bangkok?
Tokyo, surely, right?
Tokyo or Bali?
Tokyo. I think this is probably the easiest one out of a lot. Bali. If I want to see Australians, I just stay here.
All right. Tokyo or Ho Chi Minh City?
Oh, mate. I've heard huge things about Ho Chi Minh from the likes of you. But I'll still go Tokyo.
All right. Tokyo or Paris?
Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking two destinations I've been to. Paris, it's good, but I would say overrated compared to how everyone froths it. I'll still say Tokyo. Tokyo also have a tower.
True. All right. Tokyo or Rome?
Ooh, two completely different things. Tokyo, hella modern. Rome, very classic, very, keeps that ancient Roman vibe. You know what? I'll go Rome.
Okay. Rome or Barcelona?
Didn't you get accosted on the streets for some paraphernalia?
I think I did in half the European cities.
Rome or Barcelona? Barcelona, I feel like there wasn't too much. There was the Camp Nou. There was Park Güell, which, costs more than it should.
Skip that.
I'll go Rome.
All right. Rome or London?
Oh, London. I think there's way more to do in London.
Oh, interesting. All right. London or Amsterdam?
There's specific things to do in Amsterdam. Some with lights, some not with lights. I'll still go London.
All right. London or New York City?
Has to be the Big Apple, right? This is where everyone wants to go.
Fair enough. New York or Dubai?
New York.
Oh, wow.
Dubai.
Maybe not right now.
No, not ever.
Interesting. All right. Think about the tax rate. New York or Zurich?
How much money do I have, Sen?
In your current status?
Then New York, man. I can't afford Zurich on a good day.
Fair enough. And New York or Mykonos?
I will go New York City that never sleeps. Put that number one.
All right. New York stays on. The winner. All right. Final one. I've got winner stays on old school YouTubers.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Down memory lane.
Winner stays on YouTubers, Natalie Tran or How To Basic?
Oh, to Australians.
To Aussies.
If you didn't know How To Basic was Australian. I think I watched more How To Basic videos than big community channels. So I'm going to say How To Basic.
All right. How To Basic or Smosh?
I never cared for Smosh. Did you?
I actually got around them. I thought they were pretty funny.
Well, I'm going to go How To Basic.
All right. How To Basic or the Fine Brothers? Kids react, teens react, etc., etc.
The fuckers that
putting aside, the
fuckers that tried to trademark React.
Putting aside that,
you want me to put those a lot? But I did watch a lot of kids, teens, elders, adults reacts. I've watched plenty of those.
Can we just clip up where Miguel says, push at the front, just put it there, where Miguel says, I watched a lot of kids.
And I was a kid once upon a time. It's fair play. I'm going to put the Fine Bros, despite their controversy of trying to trademark the whole React genre.
All right. Fine Bros or Mini Minter?
Has to be Simon. Mini Minter. Put him up there.
All right. Mini Minter or Road to Shore?
we're going down this path.
Yep.
These are the people I watch.
Yep.
And Harry Road to Shore is one of my goats. Put him up there.
All right. Road to Shore or My Chonny?
Oh, no. Two heavy hitters, man. Watched plenty of both of their videos, but just because I am a little FIFA nerd, might be controversial, but I'm going to go Road to Shore.
Really?
I'm going Road to Shore over My Chonny.
All right. Road to Shore or PewDiePie?
Again, never cared for PewDiePie, especially when he said that word on that bridge that one game.
Crazy.
Nah, but I feel like PewDiePie wasn't for me. I'm going to go Road to Shore.
All right. Road to Shore or Ray William Johnson?
Equals 3.
Equals 3.
That defined an era. He was the most subscriber on point.
Yes, he was.
I have to go Ray William Johnson.
Wow. RWJ. All right. RWJ, Ray William Johnson or Philip DeFranco?
Similar, actually.
Yeah.
Very similar. Reported on news. And all sorts. I watched way
Pop
more
culture.
RWJ, Ray William Johnson than Philip. I'm going to go equals 3.
All right. Ray William Johnson or Superwog?
Come on now. Superwog every day of the week.
All right. Superwog or Ryan Higa?
Ryan.
Also known as
Insert
name.
Higa TV.
Higa TV.
These are two like classic, nostalgic, heavy hitters defined an era. Superwogs for the hectics at home, but I'm going to have to say Ryan Higa.
Wow.
The How to Be Ninja, How to Be a Nerd, all those things, mate. I watched those on loop, on end, even when Superwog is out, mate.
All right. So Ryan Higa. Final one. Ryan Higa versus KSI.
Oh, man. If you, out of all this list, these are probably the two YouTubers I watch like the most.
Yeah.
Ever. And it's a hard one. But just because, where's Ryan these days? Where is he?
I'm pretty, he's still.
He does a little
He does
every now and
vlogs,
again.
I think.
But is he on Britain's Got Talent? Does he have the Sidemen? Does he have all these things?
KSI too oversaturated these days. Is he everywhere?
Is he in business with Logan Paul?
No, I don't know.
Controversial, not controversially. I'm gonna have to go KSI.
Fair enough. KSI is the winner. Alrighty, that brings us to the end of this week's episode. Hopefully we will have a third person here next week.
Speaking of, if you heard someone or something licking their foot, eating their nails, licking their balls potentially,
I apologize.
just understand and apologize for that greatly.
And let us know if you want us, what next should we review? If you want our honest hot takes on things, let us know what we should review.
This is actually the most important call out we've done. We actually, normally we call out, we hear crickets. But now I actually want feedback. If there's anything you want an honest review on, especially soon, please let us know. Comments on YouTube, Instagram DMs, much welcome. We will probably do it if you write in.
Beautiful. And we'll catch you guys next week.